handsome Lagosian, name ring bells. You a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. She like he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill his beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke. Making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, soon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like
Miami has it all, the greatest team.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Velus Jones now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here's Judkins on second down. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Going to the ground again on first. No big play this time, Brock. That stop made right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. From the gun, a carry by Evans. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Here we go, 4th down with Rodgers. Look at that power, deep left side. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. It's him on the in route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Sending a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Darius Slay with the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Finds his back, Achane. And he'll go down here at the 16. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
Here's Achane up the middle. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Put some respect on that corner's name. Corners aren't just on that field to cover. They can hit, and they can create tackles for loss, too.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. It's inside the 10. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Staying ground with Evans. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. On the give, here's Judkins. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Third down, they need 7.
Over here.
Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. That's caught at the 4! And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal. We start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. They'll send him up the middle, and he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Catch made. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Boswell able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
44.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's it. Solo left Zion. 18.
Tua out of the pistol. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Running back sent in motion. First down, here's Tua. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the Steelers' 18-yard line.
Here's Achane from the pistol. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this.
Go ahead. 21G. Roll.
Tagovailoa throwing on fourth. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Shudkins to begin the drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Rodgers. That's him on the quick hitter. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready. Go ahead, go.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Hits his running back. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Completed over the middle. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now lead by 10. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11.
14. Steelers 3. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. At 2:01, this is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Here's Judkins on first down. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
88, 58.
Rodgers from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Cade, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. They give up the middle to Evans. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. First down, and they go right back to it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. After-down plays now.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Here he goes, third and long. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. Corliss Waitman on to punt. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Tua now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. Miami calls a timeout here, it's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes second and 22.
All right, go ahead, go.
Tagovailoa now against the blitz. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. To the line, here's third and 3.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Inbounds downfield. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. That's for Waddle again. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Sanders sends it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins are going to take over after the interception. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Big team.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a 29-yard gain. And that was the Dolphins' first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he gets him around 6 there. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Got some room to work. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. Sanders all set to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Evans. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down. Here's Jones. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Great job on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Rodgers. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's another carry for Evans. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Play action here with Rodgers. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kader Kohou.
When chances to score have been so few and far between for your offense, Kate, you got to come through in these opportunities, especially now in the second half. Like all game, this defense has just risen to the occasion and jumped on the chance at that interception.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
15 on the slant. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It goes to the hurry up here. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On 3rd down, here's Johnson. He sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Trying to push this past the marker. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
Well, not even the big guy could get it done on the power play. Heck, I don't think their defensive tackle could have carried the rock and was going to get enough muscle through for the first down against that defensive front.
And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. It's Achane on the inside give. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
21G,
and 8
21G.
at the 43-yard line.
It's safe. Go ahead. 19. Scat.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Taken in by Hill, right side. There it is, touchdown Miami! The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Sanders all set to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
319.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Cater Kohu.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Watson, Oscar. Ready.
Here's a handoff for Achane. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
40.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both. Beat in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Waddle, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Turbo 1, high. Out.
Achane, a 1st down carry. And he scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Watson, Oscar. Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa escapes the pocket. It's a big strike to Hill. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Now we'll pause for an injured player, and everyone here holding in their collective breath. It's Tua Tagovailoa in need of some attention. Here's Achane up the middle. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Achane again. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Dolphins continue piling it on here in the 4th. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead. Sanders all set to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Working quickly here. First down throw here by Rodgers. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. Rodgers from the gun. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the incompletions continuing to stack up here, Brock. 3 straight plays as the defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. A run now with Achane. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down carry for Achane. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Dolphins looking at a 14-0 record. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They send a receiver in motion right. Wilson on 3rd down. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Looking to return from the 29. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Give to Evans from the gun. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Evans straight ahead. Tried to get this one outside block, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
It's it's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's Achane on the pistol. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And stick with Achane. Headed right through the middle of the field. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here.